Abilene, where the Denver Police Department was able to follow that vehicle to safe distance. At some point in time, a fully masked male got out of the suspect vehicle, armed with a handgun. Sorry about that. At some point in time, the fully masked male got out of the carjacked vehicle, armed with a handgun, and pointed it at the Denver police officers. At approximately 11:20, the Denver Police Department requested emergency cover from the Aurora Police Department, and we did respond and assist them at that point here at 35th and Abilene. After several loud and verbal commands were given to the suspect, who was armed, excuse me, and fully masked, at some point 6 officers made a decision to shoot the suspect. That suspect is deceased, and the only thing that we know at this time is that the suspect is either a white or light-skinned Hispanic male. Of the officers that made the decision to shoot, 5 were from the Denver Police Department, 1 was from the Aurora Police Department. All officers that were in uniform did have their body-worn cameras activated and on. This is going to be investigated in accordance with House Bill 219, requiring a multi-jurisdictional effort to investigate this. It will be submitted to the 17th Judicial District for a criminal culpability review, and the Adams County Coroner's Office will make positive identification. I don't have anything else, but I am going to turn it over to the Denver Police Department Division Chief Thomas.
Thank you and good afternoon. And just to repeat everything that's been said, so sure. So as was mentioned, Denver officers were alerted to a robbery that occurred at about 48th and Chambers. There was a vehicle that was taken during that robbery, and we were following that vehicle to the area of about 35th and Abilene, where the person operating that vehicle separated from the vehicle, and officers at that time engaged him, issued several verbal commands for him to drop the weapon that he was holding in his hand. At some point he threatened the officers with the weapon, and that's when the officers discharged their weapons.
Was the victim in the vehicle at the time?
No, the victim had actually separated from the vehicle as well, once it had stopped.
Any idea of a timeline from they were first engaged with the suspect to the time of the shooting?
So, as I said, the robbery occurred initially at about 11 o'clock, and the vehicle was followed to this location, kind of traversing across far northeast Denver and into Aurora, and that took about 20 minutes.
Did you say that the carjacking victim was outside of the car when this happened, or was that person?
So, as I mentioned, the car was followed to about 35th and Abilene, and at that location, the victim in that vehicle had gotten out of the car, and the suspect had also gotten out of the car, and that's when the suspect engaged the officers.
Can you describe the weapon?
That's all going to be part of the investigation.
So, with both Aurora PD and DPD involved in the shooting, can you explain how the investigation will take place and what outside jurisdictions will be involved in this?
So, both jurisdictions will be involved in the investigation, and ultimately the case will be presented to the Adams County District Attorney. Our Denver Office of the Independent Monitor will also closely review the investigation as it's taking place. There was no chase, so they were able to follow the vehicle based upon the description that was given. They were able to follow it throughout certain points. We don't know why the vehicle stopped at this point in time.
Total of 6 officers did fire their weapons?
That's correct.
And do you know the gender of the victim of the carjacking?
The gender of the victim, male, I'm sorry.
Any other questions?
The type of vehicle that was taken?
It's a Mercedes.
A sedan or a SUV?
A sedan, I believe.
How does the determination between departments to use force when you have different officers? There's like 5 DPD officers and 1 APD officer.
I didn't catch the question, I'm sorry.
How does the determination work between departments to use force? Because it was 5 DPD
Well, that's all going to be part of the investigation, but my understanding is that the suspect had threatened them all with a weapon.
Any other questions? Okay, I would just like to end it with, if anyone has any information, please call Crime Stoppers at 720-913-STOP. And all officers that were involved, both at the Denver Police Department and Aurora Police Department, are on administrative leave per policy during this investigation. We will follow up with a press release here shortly, and any additional details, please continue to follow us on Twitter, and thank you for being here.